I didn't know what I needed, but I knew I needed something else.
Mhm.
And I needed someone who understood accounting firms and accountants where we're really different, I feel like. And so I wanted that specialization and someone who understood what the firm life was like.
Yeah.
Mostly for me, the issue is people showing up in the partnership. I always tell my clients that we're a partnership, we're a team. And so having to track people down to get payments, having to track people down for meetings to the point where I kept removing meetings. Taxes were the worst. I would spend 3 hours on a tax return and then I'd have like 4 or 5 questions. I would email them and then not hear back from the client. I'd have a meeting, the client wouldn't show up to the meeting. And so it just made me feel not appreciated, not seen, and also not valued.
How much additional revenue have you done in your firm since just being in the program over the last couple months?
Around 50K. And I've only made it through my S Corp and partnerships with my pricing changes for
Yeah.
accounting services. For the tax changes and the tax services, so far I've only had one just tax client. We didn't provide multiple services for her that said they couldn't afford us. And then one accounting client so far that chose to go elsewhere. There's just so many of us that undervalue ourselves and talk ourselves out of charging, accurate fees, accurate charges, also looking at ourselves as an investment, although we invest in classes, in books, I mean,
CEs.
reading
Yeah.
articles, CEs. We are constantly investing, and yet we didn't see ourselves as an invested. I even tell clients, your accountant is your most trusted advisor,
Advisor.
even over your lawyer,
Yeah.
even over your lawyer, even over your doctor. And yeah, I was undercharging 200 to 300%. And that's another thing this program is it gave me a benchmark of 200 to 300%. And so when I started looking at that, I felt very comfortable. And now when I'm coming up with a new price, because I haven't priced all the services, or I'm dumping a
Right.
service, I can look at it and do that 2 to 300%. And it just feels good in here. It feels good to
Yeah.
my soul. It feels like
Oh,
this is where it's supposed to be. It's like a weight has been lifted off my shoulder. I don't have to choose between my husband, my family, and my health and my firm anymore. And
yeah.
there's no price on that. So I'm going to say that your clients can see that you're burnt out. They can see it, they can feel it, your work shows it. You become less and less effective and able to even, give recommendations and steer them when you're becoming a shadow of yourself. And this program gave me the confidence, the peace, and the push that I needed.